The ocean was everything to Ethan, Jake, Sophia, Ryan, and Lucas. They weren't just divers, they had built a diving school along Miami Beach, exploring shipwrecks, selling artifacts, and guiding tourists into the sea. It was their life, their home. Until everything changed. One morning, under a clear sky, they took their boat, the Sea Ghost, into familiar waters. They weren't searching for anything new, just scouting wreck sites and checking diving locations. Nothing seemed out of the ordinary, until Ethan went under. Ethan led the dive, followed by Sophia and Jake. Sunlight filtered through the water, casting golden ripples. They had explored these depths countless times, yet something felt different. A strange silence settled around them. Then, Ethan froze. In the murky blue, a dark shape loomed. Something big. Ethan signaled the others, and they cautiously approached. Then, they saw it. A stingray-like creature, but huge, its flesh pale and translucent. And its eyes were watching them. For a moment, the creature just hovered, its massive eyes unblinking. Then, it vanished. Not swimming away. Not darting into the dark. It simply ceased to exist. Ethan broke the surface first, gasping for air. Ryan and Lucas, waiting on the boat, rushed to help. Jake and Sophia surfaced next, their faces pale, shaken. "What did you see?" Lucas asked. Ethan just shook his head. "I don't know." Back on the boat, the group argued. Lucas scoffed. "The ocean is full of weird stuff." Sophia shook her head. "Not like this." Ryan frowned. "What if it's a new species?" Ethan remained silent, staring at the water. Something was watching them. He could feel it. The sighting should have been a one-time event. But the ocean was changing. Over the next few days, they saw creatures that didn't belong in these waters. They were rising from the deep. A giant squid carcass washed up on the beach. Its body was badly mangled, as if something had attacked it. The lifeguards were confused. The friends exchanged uneasy glances. This wasn't normal. Schools of fish moved erratically, swimming in chaotic patterns. Some even launched themselves onto the shore, as if escaping something. Ryan muttered, "They're running from something." But what? Sharks appeared closer to shore, moving with unusual aggression. Ethan had seen sharks hunt before, but this was different. They weren't hunting. They were afraid. Ethan paced along the dock, restless. Something was happening beneath the surface. He turned to his friends. "We need to go deeper." Ryan frowned. "How much deeper?" Ethan's jaw clenched. "Until we find answers." They agreed to dive at night, when the ocean was at its darkest and quietest. Sophia hesitated. Deep-sea diving is dangerous. Ethan met her gaze. More dangerous than not knowing? No one had an answer. The boat cut through the waves, the moon casting a silver glow on the water. They geared up, checking oxygen levels, flashlights, and depth gauges. Then, one by one, they descended. The deeper they swam, the colder it became. Their flashlights pierced the blackness, revealing alien-like formations along the seabed. Then, a noise. A low, droning hum from below. Something was down there. They swam toward a massive trench they had never seen before. It shouldn't be here. The ocean floor was changing. Lucas whispered through his commas, "This place is wrong." Ethan swallowed hard. "Keep going." In the distance, something glowed. Not bioluminescence. Something stronger, unnatural. Their lights flickered. The humming grew louder. Sophia pointed, her hands shaking. Something moved beneath them. A shadow, impossibly large. It was watching, waiting, and then it rose. Ethan screamed, "UP! Now!" They kicked frantically, swimming toward the surface. The humming became a roar. Something rushed after them. They burst out of the water, gasping, kicking wildly. Lucas hauled them onto the boat. What the hell was that? Ethan turned back. The water was calm. Still. But he knew it was still down there. No one spoke. The engine hummed softly, cutting through the stillness. Ryan gripped his seat, shaking. Sofia stared at the sea. Something had changed. Something was awake. Ethan lay in bed, unable to sleep. When he closed his eyes, he saw the shadow beneath them. The unnatural hum still echoed in his head. Something was coming, and they had disturbed it. A storm had rolled in overnight. The ocean looked angrier, restless. Sophia stood by the shore, arms crossed. She didn't speak, just stared at the waves. Ethan exhaled. They weren't done. Ryan finally broke the silence. "So, what do we do now?" Ethan turned to them. His expression was grim. "We go back.